I was hanging with some friends the other day when my buddy Kyle showed me a photo of this new BMW that he just picked up. This is a 535 diesel and it looks really sick, but it has a little bit of damage in the front. So the guy that owned it previously just wanted to get rid of it, but it runs and drives perfectly. Dang! And it only has about 130,000 miles. So I told him bring it by the shop and we'll rebuild it on the channel. So here it is the next day at my shop, and the best part about it, as we were driving it around, I came up with the idea that we can probably rebuild this thing in 24 hours. So that's what we're going to be trying to do. Welcome to the 535D 24-hour rebuild. This is Simple Builds, and the clock starts now. This is my boy Kyle. We got his, what is this here?
2016 535D X-Drive.
535 diesel, baby. So this is my first time ever working on or experiencing a diesel BMW, so it should be really fun. He picked this car up for a good deal on Facebook, and we found all the parts ready to go, same paint code, and we're gonna be doing a 24-hour rebuild on this 535 diesel. So let's jump right into it. Here we go. First test drive in the, this is the first time I've ever been in a BMW diesel. And how much did we get this for?
$5,800.
$5,800, 130,000 miles. That is not bad at all. Holy crap. Dang. I love it. It feels good.
Diesel torque.
The diesel torque is crazy. It's so quiet.
It's super good.
Oh my God, it's nice. I bet it'll open up fast though. It's the first test drive, official test drive. Well, not really. He picked it up and everything. Got it from the guy. You drove it home like an hour, you said?
No, 2.5 hours.
Oh my God.
161 miles from Connecticut to here.
Dang. So this thing's ready to go. That feels nice and smooth.
It's smooth, man.
That's sweet. This is like, oh, this is gonna be a nice daily.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We'll upgrade from the V-Dub.
Yeah, for sure. That was what, the Jedi wagon, right?
Yeah, 4-cylinder diesel. Now this is a 6-cylinder turbo diesel.
Heck yeah. What the? Yeah, this thing is sweet. This is easy picking. So you got $5,800 for the car, right?
Yep.
And then the parts from the junkyard.
Yep.
2,000?
2,200.
2,200.
So with an upgrade though, because M Sport bumper versus the stock. So
the M Sport bumper. So
the most expensive parts of that adaptive headlight.
Oh yeah, I bet. How much is that from them?
From them, he just said all of it together as like one price.
Okay. Oh, you didn't break it down.
Yeah, but I know that headlight, like usually even like everywhere else used, they want like $1,800 to like $3,000.
Oh my God.
Brand new, they're like $3,600 or something.
Yeah, this is nice, man. This is gonna be a fun little daily. Heck yeah. Let's bring it in and start tearing this thing apart. See if we can't make this a really quick and easy turnaround and fix this car up in, I don't know, probably full man hours. Try it. Let's do a 24-hour rebuild. All right. 24-hour rebuild. Let's go. Let's get it done. As you can see, we still have a bunch of detail products still in stock on the site, so we're going to be demonstrating them. Like this one here is the car wash. As you guys know, we have the current RSX giveaway that ends Friday, August 15th. All purchases on the website, including these detail products, will get you entered. It is 5x entries right now, so every $5 you spend on the site gets you 5 entries. Lock into the Motor Club, that gets you 100 entries, or grab a digital download for just $5. Here's a quick little demonstration on our Simple Builds wheel cleaner. As you can see, this wheel has seen better days, but it ain't nothing for our wheel cleaner right here. You can see it literally is already starting to come off. Brush. Rub it. Here we go. Rinse it off. There it is, looking brand new with our wheel cleaner right here. Help us sell out of this stuff. It works really good, and we got a brand new BMW wheel cleaner. Simple Builds. Check it out. Here is our ceramic spray that we have still in stock. As you can see, we're going to place this bottle down right here, and it doesn't move, doesn't slide. Now we're going to do this panel, this section right here. Flip it over for a dry side. And that is the fastest ceramic coating that I've ever used. Not only does it add a better shine, but check this out. Not even 30 seconds later, set it down in the same exact spot. Look at that. Slides right off.
will not stay anywhere. Check it out, guys. Ceramic spray. We've still got some of these bottles left in stock. Help us sell out. Simple build ceramic spray. Stuff actually works really good.
Quick reminder that the Acura RSX giveaway is still live. It ends very soon. Every $5 you spend is one entry. Grab a digital download or any of the detail products still in stock. Make sure to get entered. Link will be in the description.
So the car is officially in the shop, all cleaned up. Washing the car took about an hour. It is now 5 p.m. So that took about 1 hour off the timer. So we'll drop it off there. We have 23 hours left in working labor time. Up next is to assess the damage and get all of these damaged parts removed. As you can see here, when he hit the deer, looks like he hit it right here. You can see really some remnants there. And this is the extent of the damage. Not too bad. Looks like we only need a headlight, a hood, a front bumper, and a front fender. So let's go ahead and start taking this thing apart, tearing off this 1, 2, 3 panels on the front of the car. We're gonna get it up in the air, get the wheels off, and get started with this teardown. And just so you see it here, Tuesday, August 12th, 5:14. So right around 5 o'clock, and I'll update the timer when we get this portion torn off, and I'll probably call it there for the day. Throwing you guys on the head mount, because that's the fastest and easiest way to be able to film and work and get this thing done. So let's get the compressor going. Wheels are off. Some pop clips out here. Okay, so that's all free. So this should just be connections at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's see if that'll come off. Whoa. Okay. Fog light comes out. Fog light, just like that. All right, we got about 1 million screws off from the fender liners, both sides, all around the bottom side. Very easy. Took the fog light out. This side was already out. A couple pop clips, and looks like we're just missing probably 1 or 2 electrical connections here. That harness is off now. We can go ahead and take this front bumper off. Look at that. First big piece off and out of the way. Woo! Bumpers off, fender liners are off. There's a bunch of plastic bits still laying all around in here from this headlight housing. That's the harness that we disconnected on the other side. Horn is still good and intact. We got some plastic and all a bunch of plastic up in here. Nothing really detrimental. We're just looking for anything that's really structural. Frame rail is obviously completely straight. As you can see there, there's no kinks, dents, or scratches. Just this headlight housing looks like, which goes in and ties in under here. And we'll probably have to take this out, possibly get a new one. Not quite sure just yet, but that's good. We're making good progress so far. Let's go ahead and try to get this the rest of the way out. So that whole bracket or harness was held on by just 2, and then there's a sensor attached to it right here. Maybe adapter. Okay, so all the harnesses look good. Looks fine there. There's no more further damage. Everything looks good. That's what I like to see. Let's get a time check right now. It is 5:47, so still under an hour, and we got the front bumper off. We got to get this fender off here, which it looks like we got a bunch of these little pop clips. And this piece removes just like that. We are removing and placing everything with each other, so that'll be good to remember it. Let's do a quick Google search and see what all bolts need to come out for this fender. one more bolt. Fender should be able to come off. Yeah, buddy. This thing is super light, holy crap. There is the damaged fender out. Now we have one last thing to remove from this car that is damaged, and that is this big hunk of metal. It looks a little bit frightening, but I think it's just 2 bolts right here and this shock right here on both sides. So I think I will remove the bolts first and then the shock. I don't know, is that a terrible idea? We're gonna find out. And that is, woo! This hood is actually super light. That is probably one of the lightest hoods that I've ever carried. Boom! Fully disassembled with all of the damaged parts. Woo! That is one big... That is the top of the headlight. Now that is officially everything that's damaged stripped off of the vehicle. Well, there she is, guys, all torn apart and disassembled. That was quite the process, but went just about as fast as I thought it would. Pretty sure it took about an hour and a half. Let's check the timer. I have been done for about 10 minutes now gathering my things, so it's about 6:30, let's call it. So 5 to 6:30, about an hour and a half. So far we are into this car for 2.5 hours. So let's subtract that off the clock, and we should have about 21.5 hours left to work on this. So we should have plenty of time to button this up. I think Kyle already has a guy that has these parts. So that is all the damaged parts off of the vehicle. Let's show you over here. This was the clip right here that goes underneath the headlight. It's a little bit broken right here. So I don't know if he's gonna wanna swap that out or not, but that was broken, and the other piece on the front bumper, which I already showed you. This is everything that came off the car. Damaged hood, fender, bumper, fender liners are going back in. Those are perfectly fine. Cover here was a little bit beat up, but still salvageable. Nothing needed to be replaced. So that is all the parts that were damaged off the vehicle, and one fender liner over here. So that is a wrap for today. I'll update you guys in the next clip when we have all the parts in.